EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to USAA Stadium. USAA, an official salute to service partner of Madden and the NFL. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run here with Rico Dowdle. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Manning. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Manning. That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. O.J. Howard, 39 yards. And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with Love here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Oh, ready? 118. Hey, south.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That is caught. On the move past the 40. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And a quick throw here that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And Stroud now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
7-7, our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now a play fake. Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now Manning. Now they go screen. It's complete. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the run, it's down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Manning. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40.
And the Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Manning. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now Manning. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down.
Dowdle will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Steelers 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Already.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Final play of the half. Stroud. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
18. What's up?
Here's Love again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Robert. 18. That's it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. Second and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Here we go. Let's go. 19 Texas. 18. That's it.
Stroud to throw it. Kelsey, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis Kelsey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Steelers 21, Texans 14.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because
down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Vinatieri now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Looking to put a drive together.
All right.
Running to start the drive is Love. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Stroud looking to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will finally get him down. How about that return? They'll be set up well as time has run out in this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter.
Ready. Go!
Play action. Manning. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Adam Vinatieri set to
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a give running right is Love. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Oh, right. 18. Let's hit.
They run the quick dive with Allstott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Here's first down.
12. Here we go. 118.
Now Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Steeler first down.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10.
118. What's that? Tonight.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Penalties not what they needed here. First and 15. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here comes second down.
All right.
Stroud. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains.
Here we go.
Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to pound it in with Alston. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, uno more. All right.
Stroud to throw it. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation. Extra point attempt to come here. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Next to score, Steelers 35, Texans 28.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Manning. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And all the way down to the 39.
A gain of 41 yards.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite